think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He makes the grab, and they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin?
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds into the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Flips it out on the screen. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 45 on his way. Big pick pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the quick grab. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He did not make it. A stonewall on 3rd down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Noles can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hook release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Makes the catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Man, how hard is is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give out of the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Panthers want to move quickly. From the gun, looking for a man. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. It's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that can take it to the house, make big plays. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gives it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. Complete on the right side. Touchdown Seminoles! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Finds his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Keeps it. Shakes off the defender. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Got room to work. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. All the way back to the 15. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try it again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Working that left side now. Lowers those pads. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Hit right back to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 20 over Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tries to take the top off. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
What a throw on first down, first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The handoff keeps working on that clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Hobbs it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the 4th quarter, now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. It's caught. Snowed under by the defense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't